and welcome to my review for Halo 5 Guardians multiplayer. My name is Rhippin and let's jump straight into this review. But please note, this is strictly a multiplayer review coming from a long-time competitive Halo player, but I also enjoy the social aspect of Halo's past, so hopefully I have taken everything into consideration correctly. Now, because this is Halo, of course we have some classic game modes to cover first. We will have ranked, social and customs. Oh, we have Arena, Warzone and no social. Okay, into Arena instead. The Arena playlists are your dedicated ranked and skill-based matchmaking options. On launch we have 5 playlists: Team Slayer, Breakout, Free-for-All, SWAT and Team Arena, with playlists such as Team Doubles and Team Snipers in the pipeline for a later date according to 343. But the big question with Arena is all about that ranking system, and does it work well with partnering up fair teams and making the matchmaking experience something on par with games like Halo 3 that absolutely nailed the perfect ranking system? Well, for the most part, yes. I'm pleasantly surprised by this. I'm currently a champion in a couple of the playlists, and for the large majority of games I do match players of similar ranking, and it does seem most of our games are close in terms of scoring. However, I have encountered a couple of issues with the ranking system as well. The first one is matchmaking times. If I am to search on my current free-for-all rank of Champion 50, I am not going to find a game unless it is peak time for games in the States, because the system will not allow me to find games with players of a lower true skill than mine, and the system is trying to match me with other champions, but there are only 200 of us in the world, and I'm guessing not many of those are located in the UK, so it forces me to play games in that particular playlist at midnight or later if I want to play free-for-all. Yes, this is a small issue, but it would be nice to allow me to match players who are in the Onyx tier within a reasonable timescale. The other massive issue, which made me facepalm so hard I'm fairly certain I knocked a tooth out, is the fact full teams can match people searching solo. This is a complete schoolboy error by 343. How can you have a ranking system purely based on win to loss ratio and then say, hey, team of players randomly chosen with no microphones, you are up against this pre-arranged team of 4 who are probably calling out and already have strategies ready to go. And it is these schoolboy errors that affect many other aspects of the Halo 5 multiplayer experience. There are no social playlists, so you cannot play with friends who are of a different skill level to you, because someone is going to be annoyed. My friend could be brand new to Halo, and what the game expects me to do is search with my friend in the ranked playlists in the arena, which will A, result in a loss for me, and B, that new player is going to be repeatedly killed, and that just turns them off the game. Yes, we could play Warzone, which is a very strong game type, but those games can last up to 1 hour, and not all of us have the time to spend that much time in a single game. But look, it's not all about the negatives with Halo 5's multiplayer, so let me go through a few of the positive and then finally the rest of the negatives to round out this review. The dedicated servers are absolutely amazing. You find games super quick, and the shot registration in Halo 5 is second to none. 343 have absolutely mastered hit detection with this game. Even when I'm playing with my friends in the United States while I'm in the UK, the game feels smooth 99% of the time, and this is a first for me in any FPS title. And Warzone is a great addition to the Halo sandbox. It is really well designed for the super casual Halo players who want to just sit back and slay each other in vehicles and not care too much about post-game statistics or try-harding or going for the win every round. It is a really good fun game type. And yes, I have had loads of fun in Warzone, even when I'm searching solo and matching full teams. It's a really cool playlist, and honestly I really like it. I think it's a really good addition to the game. The new Spartan abilities worked perfectly fine and do add a new element to the game which was needed. I'm a super huge fan of ground pounding for the final kill. The ground pound is by far my favourite new ability to the game. I love it. Getting a ground pound to end the game is just hilarious. So here's my final verdict and score for Halo 5. I rank Halo 5 as of right now as a 6 out of 10 for multiplayer. And here is a list of the issues that need to be fixed before I can consider improving this score. And some of these points are minor, but to me as a true Halo fan and a long time player, they are needed. Teams must match teams. It's simple, it's basic, it's required. Social playlists are needed, and they need to include game types such as Big Team Battle, Griffball, Infection, heck, maybe even do a double EXP weekend like the good old days. We need more playlists. We need it for the variety in matchmaking. Right now we only have 6 playlists and that just isn't enough. What happened to Oddball and King of the Hill? 343 just kind of forget those staple game modes? They really should have been here at launch. We understand that you want to show off Breakout and Warzone as your new game type, but you are throwing away staples of a franchise, and that is a little bit silly if you ask me. Forge maps need to be added quickly as the current pool of maps is really small, especially in Warzone and Rumble. And the maps that Halo 5 launched with are, let's be honest here guys, kind of forgetful and dull, especially in the arena. I would say the Warzone and Breakout maps on the contrary are really nice, but the maps in the game, the base game, are kind of poor if you ask me. Free-for-all needs to be knocked down from 8 players to 6, and without that stupid 8-second respawn time. I'm not sure who thought of the Rumble settings for this game, but they clearly didn't check with someone you know who plays free-for-all. It would have been nice for them to test this game mode before just putting it into matchmaking. Now that concludes my review. I know it will sound like a rant, and it's not. I do not hate Halo 5 in any way. I think Halo 5 is the first good Halo matchmaking game since Halo 3. But these errors are just so stupid, and they really didn't need to be there. It kind of comes across like 343 just don't know the audience as well as they claim to. And the game could be so much better with a few simple tweaks. I hope you guys do agree with my review, and hopefully we can discuss these issues in more detail at a later date. And I really do hope that 343 see these rather average reviews coming in from both the multiplayer and campaign and realise things could have been so much better. So that's it from me folks. I hope you enjoyed this review. I have been brutally honest about the multiplayer. I haven't held any punches back, but I do love the game, and until next time people, take care.